Oh, hey, Facebook friends, how are you? I'm I'm Kelly Snyder. I am Sarah and Della and Patrick and James's sister. I'm one of the Gillespies, and I I work remotely for Gillespie Florist. I do graphic design, and I also do social media posting, and I take pictures as well. But anyways, since I work at home remotely, I thought, uh, you know, why not play with some flowers today? And I emailed Della and I was like, hey, if you send me some flowers, I'm going to arrange them. But guess what? Oh, hey, Della. Thank you for the flowers. I have them behind me right here. And I've also picked out a mug to start arranging with. But anyways, I thought this would be fun because I'm a graphic designer, but I am not a floral designer. Those are two very separate things. I work great with two-dimensional images, but as far as three-dimensional like flowers, it's kind of iffy. So I thought I'd just play around with some flowers today that Della has sent me, and just to show what you can do with flowers even if you are not a floral designer. We can all make something beautiful with what we have, and I decided to use a mug that I found upstairs in my bathroom. It's very beautiful. I got it as a gift, and I've just been using it to hold toothbrushes, so might as well put something better in it that's, pretty. So here we go. Okay, so here's the mug that I have selected to put some flowers in today. So, it's got a lot of pretty colors in it. It's bright and bold, and as soon as I saw the mug, I was like, it's inspiring, and it made me want to put flowers in it. So let's look at some of the flowers that we have. We have some ostromeria, we have some daisies, we have some baby's breath, we have some stargazer lilies, we have a beautiful rose, we have some Mina Casino. So we have, I think, some solidago too. Am I right, Della? Anyways, we have a lot of colors with. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Oops, but you don't want to look at my speaker. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to put this on the ground. And I've got some nice little yellow accents in this mug. So I think I'm going to pull some of this yellow ostromeria, maybe some of this solidago. This is really nice too. And maybe, oh my goodness, let's not break flowers before we get started, am I right? We might use some white daisies. I'm just going to pull out what I think I might use. There's also, I love Mina Casino. These are just, they're just so fun. They're little and fun. So I'm going to grab some of that. I love lavender. Pink rose. That would look really nice, wouldn't it? That'd look cool. And let's see here. I thought I saw some blue stuff. Maybe. Oh, look at this. A hint of blue. So, I've got some flowers picked out. It seems like a lot of flowers for this tiny mug, so I'm sure that we're going to, narrow it down to this. First thing I'm going to do is put some water in my mug. I can always put more in later. I don't know about you, but if you're at home and you have children at home, things don't always run on time. So I'm just gonna pull lunch out of the oven and let it cool off for the kids while I'm doing this. This is called winging it today because we are winging it. We are just working with the time that we got. The kids are on break from their virtual learning. So we're all just going to take a break for a little bit. And a knife. Okay, so now like I said, I don't do flower arranging for a living. So we're just going to see what happens. I do really like this rose. I like, is it going to be too heavy for this mug? Probably, but it's like I really want to use it anyways. So I'll just, I'll keep thinking about for a little bit. I think I am going to go ahead and use some of this Monte Cassino because I really like the light airiness of it, and it's a pretty flower to work with. So, yeah, I'm just gonna start cutting and see what happens. Gonna have to make it shorter. I do think that whenever you are cutting stems, that you should always give yourself room. Like you can always make a stem shorter, but you can't make it longer once you cut. So I'm just gonna keep that in mind as I do this. I know I'm definitely gonna use some of this. This is really pretty, and that'll look great too. That will probably use it as like filler, just to kind of get everything in place, keep it in place. Well, that'll be pretty. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this rose in. I'm gonna do it. We'll see how it turns out. It's very pretty. I love it. I love roses. I love this color. I'm just going to take off the outside a little bit. These are beautiful. I have a feeling it's going to be sticking up in the middle, and that's okay. So, it's pretty tall. It's pretty tall. Make it a little bit shorter. Still pretty tall. Just watch. I'm going to make it shorter, and then it's not going to work. But that's okay. I like this. I like how this looks right now. Like this height. And I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and take off some of this. And just so you well know, this is a no judgment zone. I mean, you're welcome to say, oh my gosh, you're doing a great job. Or, yeah, I really love those colors. But, you know, let's not, you know, like, come on. Just let's show some support for winging it. And I will take suggestions on what other containers I could use. I'm trying to stick with things that I have around the house. I also have some mason jars, and I have a lot of flowers, so I have a feeling I'm going to be working with that next. All right, so I'm probably going to cut this down even more. Do that. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. That looks great. Okay, and how about some daisies? Some daisies like down, just maybe even the little stems might work too. So I'm going to go ahead and take off a few of these stems, and go ahead. Yep, I like that. I have a feeling this is going to be very kind of tall, which is fine. I have like a squat mug, like it's very short and squat, and it's got like the face of a, well, actually, how about I just show you? This is one that I wanted to work on too. It's a baby Jabba the Hutt. Isn't it cute? I might have to do a little arrangement in this, but I thought maybe I should start with something that's a little bit taller, because, you know, this mug inspired me first. I do, yes, Della. I have like 12 mason jars out in the garage. Right now they are out of my reach because my husband put them on the top shelf, and I haven't been able to reach them yet. But I plan on doing that and like doing a set of like 4 or 5, and you know, so I have an idea, but I just decided to start with the mug today. So right now I like where it's going. It might be a little bit tall, but you know, I got the daisies and the solidago, and please correct me if I'm wrong on that, Della, because I might be. All right, let's see here. Ostromeria. I love Ostromeria lilies. They're like one of my favorites. Not only are they, you know, they look like lilies and stuff, not only are they lilies, but they last for a really long time, and they look great for a long time. So they're definitely a go-to. I requested Ostromeria lilies in my wedding flowers just because I love them so much. I think they're going to go lower too. I'm making a video. So, let's see. I think I'm going to make this, can I put, yeah, I might be able to do that. Put them in shorter. We'll see what happens. Yeah, mason jars, Martha, they're awesome to work with. And, I don't know if it's still on trend or not to do like burlap and mason jars and stuff like that, but oh, I love it. I love it so much. So I definitely, and I think I do have some burlap ribbon, so I plan on using it. And I had an idea with like buttons and stuff, like gluing buttons to it too. So I might do that. So this is looking very tall. Not too bad. I'll probably do some adjusting after I put the flowers in. Like I said, I don't do this for a living. I make graphics for a living with things that don't break. Yeah, so there's a little bit less at stake unless your computer freezes up and you lose your information, but that's what autosave is for. So I think these daisies are a little bit too tall. I might keep the middle one. And that's fine, you know? Like if you decide that you need to start over or you don't like the way that it's going, if you're careful with your stems on how you handle them, you can always start over. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh, well, this one's breaking, so we definitely will use this around the rim of it, I think. So this poor guy, like, it's got these other stem, the stuff on it. I'm not really, I don't know. He's just kind of out there. Designers, do you ever just like tie these together, you know, just kind of put them together and put them in the middle of in the center of a bouquet? Like if you find a layout that you like, or I don't even know, what do you call it? what do floral designers call, a designer calls it a layout, but what do you call it when you're talking about a bouquet? I know that they call like what you put in the flowers recipes, but what do you call it when you're like, okay, I want to go in this style. Do you call it a style? I don't know. You would think I would know this stuff because I'm a Gillespie and I used to work at the flower shop, but I did stuff like stuff envelopes and fill water tubes and take orders and clean ceramic mugs and a lot of stuff that needs to be done, but isn't necessarily, touching flowers. Oh, and I would clean flowers too, like the roses, and I would clean the buckets and stuff. Again, it doesn't seem like it'd be a lot of fun, but somebody's got to do it. It's an important job, and it helps the designers do the work that they need to do. Okay, I like this. I like where this is going. This is nice. I'll go a little bit shorter with that my casino. Maybe I'll just take those off. Whew. It smells like biscuits and ham and cheese in here because that's what I made for lunch for everybody. Is I took biscuits and I flattened them out, and then I put slices of ham in it, and then I put cheese in the center of the ham, and then I kind of like rolled it all up in a dumpling and stuck it in the oven. Tried something different. I'm sure there's a recipe for it, but it sounded good to me. And it smells like it turned out great. Bet you all didn't think that you'd be getting like food stories while we're talking about flowers. But here we are. So this is kind of cool too. I really like what's going on here. It's very airy. It's looking very airy and light. It's looking pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Might make that daisy even a little bit shorter. That's why I was talking about it's okay to start out tall and then just inching it down. Like I know you professionals out there are just like, you could probably look at it and be like, it needs to be this tall, which is great. It's like I can do that with designs, with graphic design. I can look at something and be like, it should be about this tall, or it needs to be reduced about 10%. But yeah, this poor guy, I need to put something else in there to stand it up. To help him up. Oh, yes. I like where this is going. This one is still a little bit too tall, I think. I don't know. Maybe when I put a little bit more in there. I think I'm going to put a pop of purple too. Lavender. It's a beautiful rose. Look at it. It's gorgeous. Oh, I love roses. I love flowers. I love flowers so much. I love receiving flowers. I love playing with flowers. Someday, maybe I'll learn how to arrange them properly. When my kids are older and can like look after them, apply to be a designer and see if they'll let me. And this rose is very heavy too, so I might need to rethink that. It might have to like go in the front somewhere because it's very heavy. The bud is kind of heavy. Or maybe we'll just get some more flowers in there to support it. This daisy, I tell you, I know, Della, it does sound delicious. I think the ham and cheese biscuits are pretty good. And if everybody eats them, that's the thing, is getting your family, each member, to eat your food. Like, I think 3 out of 5 isn't too bad. When you're designing a mug, do you usually, like, do you want the handle, like, to be a part of, like, when you look at it? Or do you want the handle to be, like, in the back? It's like, I've always wondered about that, too. But I do like what's happening right now. And this is great because it really is like an all-around arrangement, because I'm turning it and looking at it from all the different angles, and it's looking pretty good on all the sides. Another daisy in there. Yep. This poor Montecasino seems to just kind of be out on its own. Feels like it needs to be somewhere else. Like right there. Okay. I might do a lopsided piece. This might be kind of lopsided, and that's okay. I might tuck the rose in. I might just tuck it in. Like, I don't know if you should tuck in a rose. I think the handle should be a part of the design, but that's just me. You should do what you think looks best. Well, thank you, Della. That's a good idea. If it's a part of the design, it's like I could almost like rotate all the flowers around. Yeah, I like it better the other way. Look at that. I'm not saying that this, well, because it's not. These are like different flowers, um, different containers, stuff like that. But it kind of like the shape kind of reminds me of the pink sorbet uh, piece that we have. I think it's in like a glass cube. I love that design. I think I'm just gonna, I think the rose is just gonna hang out in front. There. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. It's just gonna hang out, gonna pop in there. We'll add a little bit more on this side, and then I think we'll call it. Just some more Montecasino down here. See, it's looking pretty good. Okay, I think I'll put a little bit more in the back. It's like there's this piece of Ostromeria that's just sticking out, but I know that it's connected to other, to a stem. So now I don't want to take it out. So I think what I'll do is I'll just kind of arrange some stuff around it to make it look like it's not so much on its, oops. I just lost a petal. Don't tell anybody. It'll look like it's part of the rose. We'll do that. There you go. It's nice. Yeah, it's looking kind of like asymmetrical and stuff. I like it. I like asymmetrical. Actually, I've got a haircut tomorrow at Whip Downtown, and I'm thinking about doing an asymmetrical haircut, like making it a little bit more asymmetrical. So, looks like I want to put a little bit more in there, a little bit more in here. All right, help yourself. Don't burn yourself. Okay. Almost done. I think I'm going to put a little bit more. There's a little bit of a space. The back is looking pretty, well, if you can call it the back. It looks great, actually, on the back. It looks like I just need a little bit more right there. And I got like all these little pieces that I could just, and I think we'll save, well, I don't know. There's some blue in here. There's some really nice blue. And I could just take a little bit of this, like a couple little sprigs of this to finish it off. I think that's what I'll do, you know, to finish this design. So, but yeah, I really like this, and I really like this mug. So maybe, you know, maybe you have a friend whose birthday is coming up, or a coworker or something, or I don't know, family member. Maybe they have a birthday and they like pretty mugs or fun mugs. You could always pick up a few flowers at the, you know, at Gillespie's. You can go back to the cooler, pick some up, and make them a little bouquet with the mug. That'd be fun. So that way you can have fun. They'll have fun looking at it. They'll have fun drinking out of it after the flowers, you know, have gone through their cycle of beauty and, you know. But yeah, that would make a cute gift, I think. And also what makes it special is that you arranged it yourself. Or you could just, you know, you could buy an arrangement at the flower shop at Gillespie's, or a pre-made if you're not quite confident with winging it, which is the point today, is wing it with flowers. Especially if you get like sunshine bouquets a lot and you don't want to just like plop it in the vase, which you could totally do too, is you could just plop them in the vase many times. But if you want to try, you know, to do something a little bit different, you know, just don't let the fear of the unknown stop you. You know, give it a shot. Give it a try. So I think I'm going to add a little bit more, just like right there on the other side of the rose. It's like I don't want to get any more flowers out. Like a little sprig, maybe some more solidago. I could add like a poplar in it, but I don't want to like overdo the colors. I think maybe just some more solidago or Montecasino. Might be a little bit too much. Maybe I'll just use solidago because I have it out. Oh! I found some other stuff down here. Della, if you're still watching, what is this? Hey Della, what is this? If you're still watching. With the little, is this seeded eucalyptus? Or, this is cute. This is pretty. Oh, it looks like a stem broke off, so I guess I'm gonna have to put it in. Look at that. It's karma. It's not karma, it's fate. It's fate telling me to add this little bit of greenery in. I'll take it. I'll roll with that. Yeah. Totally. cute. There, got a little bit of something going on. Maybe it needs to be lower. I love the textures on this. Poor camera's trying to focus. It's got a lot of cool stuff going on. I think I've seen this in wedding bouquets.
Which one are the cheese ones?
There's only one. No one.
Where?
Please give me a second to finish. Yeah, there you go. Just a little bit of something right there. And maybe I'll just pop it over here too. Yeah.
Oh, I think
There we go. Oh. Hey, nobody wants to see you eating. Please. Yeah, look at that. You know, looks pretty good from both angles. I think I'll top it off with a little bit of this. Looks like some of it's spray painted. It's very blue. How do the kids like your ham and cheese biscuits? Owen, how do you like the ham and cheese biscuits?
good.
He said good. And then he walked away.
Yeah.
So I think they were a success. It's hard to, sometimes it's hard to feed the kids, like, you know, during the summer and during break and stuff like that, because when you have multiple children, they have multiple taste buds and multiple things that they want to eat, and, you know, do they all agree on the same thing? No. They don't. So look at that, just a little bit of blue. I think I'll poke a little bit more in here. Yep, I like that. I like that. Yep. And then maybe a little bit more in the back. Look at that. I think we're seed of the eucalyptus. Look at that. You're like, I am looking at it. I'm looking at the screen. I'm watching this video. So close to being done. It's like this one little piece. That's all I want to put in, and then I'll be done. I think we dyed with just for flowers blue. The limonium. Just like with artists, just like with designers, I'm to that point where I'm like, I could stop and be happy, or I could just keep adding to it. And I really just want to keep adding to it. I'm just going to use up the little pieces that I have left. So, you know, it might be a little bit overkill, but that's okay. I just don't want to like leave any of these pieces hanging. And I know like at the flower shop, they've got jars for flowers that they don't need. That can be for other things. But I haven't made a jar here because they're in the garage on the top shelf where I can't reach them at the moment. So I will have a jar ready for tomorrow. Or the next time I do this, probably tomorrow. Okay, I think we're there. Maybe. It's just this one last piece. Here we go. Look at that. Okay. Done. All right. So there you go. I'm gonna flip the camera. There we go. And there we go. Here's the final product. It's kind of an asymmetrical design a little bit, or, you know, it's definitely heavier on one side than it is the other. You got this rose just kind of popping in and out of nowhere, but it's beautiful. It's definitely a statement flower in this. Is it the feature? Probably. It probably is. Yeah. But look at all these, you know, just pretty colors. It looks really cute with this mug. I think it looks better in person than it does on video. But, you know, get some flowers and make a little, you know, a little mug bouquet for yourself, for a friend, for yourself. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for joining me. I will be doing this again tomorrow with a different container, and you know, we'll just keep going through these flowers until they all get used. And then also I have some chocolate to talk about, but we'll talk about it next time. Maybe we'll make it a sponsor for you know, these winging it videos. So yeah, so thanks for joining me. I hope you have a super day. It's Thursday, so the weekend is going to be here before you know it. All right, everybody, have a good one. I don't know how to turn it off. Hang on.